Hey everybody, um, this one's gonna be different. It's Friday, got unhooked with iron. That's about the extent of the update you're gonna get today. This one's gonna be hard, but it's things that I think y'all would like to know as far as what's gone through my head. I can speak a little bit to the family as far as things, not much. I'm not looking forward to this. It's gonna suck, but I want to do it, and it's a way for me to talk through it out loud again by myself. I've had these conversations with Kelly, my parents, people, but yeah, this is going to be quite the possibly disjointed ride, wild ride, scattershotted ride. Not even sure what you want to call it. I may be all over the place. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to when I was in the hospital. You know, if you're coming into this late, I was diagnosed right before New Year's, over New Year's, right before New Year's, with stage 4 colorectal cancer. Very obviously unprepared for that. You know, over the past, almost 3 full months now, there's been waves of emotion. They vary from day to day, hour to hour sometimes. They vary from song to song on my playlist on the way to work some days. The long and short of it is with stage 4, with where mine is, and pretty much most stage 4s, the possibility for a cure, I'm not going to say it's non-existent because, you know, things happen, but it is next to non-existent. So at this point, chemo has been a way to extend my time here. The prognosis that we were given, which there was people with me in the room, and I can't tell you who all was there. I know Kelly was there. I want to say my parents were there. There might have been more. I don't know. Because to be fair, when he said the prognosis, I kind of quit listening. That prognosis is, on average, 5 to 6 years. Obviously, you know, that means I could be here 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 30 even. I'm optimistic, so that's what we're thinking. It also means I could be here 2, 3, 4, don't know. But when those numbers were given out loud, when I turned my brain off, you know, they say stuff flashes through your head, and boy, the fuck does it. The things in a span of about probably 10 seconds that went through my head, of all the things that I'm probably going to miss. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not. It happens. I've never been afraid of that. Obviously, it was something I'd planned on doing later in life. You know, after that list of 10 seconds went through my head, those things should be done. And who knows? Yeah, that's the hard. That's the part that's hardest for me with the way I am is who's going to take care of my people. Um, my parents will be fine. It's not my job to take care of them. I worry the most about Kelly, the kids. Um, I'm just a I'm a caretaker. That's my job, and I'm not going to be here to do it, and it sucks. And to be honest, it scares the hell out of me. Um, we've got 5 absolutely amazing kids, and I've been lucky enough to be a part of their lives for 10 years, and all 3 of Kelly's have changed so much, even in the last few years. Alex has grown into a very, very wise man, super hard worker. He's in a really good place right now. Couldn't be more proud of where he is right now. He might be the kindest of our 5 kids. He's close, if he's not. Haley is Mama Bear. If you would have asked me what Haley was going to be 10 years ago, I just would have said she would have been a shithead, because that's what she was 10 years ago. But now she's Mama Bear. She's family planner. She makes sure everybody's together for things. She's taking care of her brothers, which is awesome. Mason, probably the most smart of our kids. Been out of high school a couple years, already running his own business pretty much. He might be the one I worry the least about, because I think he's going to be fine. On to my kids, and this is where it sucks even more. Hannah's turned into everything I've wanted her to be. She's outspoken. She's herself. She's the brightest thing when she walks in a room. She's caring. She's beautiful. She's mine. She's perfect. And she was the first thing that went through my head when I heard those dates. Was, what am I going to miss? What is she going to do? It was everything from marriage to kids to jobs to... I still fully believe she's going to change the world somehow. She's just too good of a kid and cares too much to not. And then my baby, my Emmett. This one might hurt the most the longer it goes. Because there's so much I'm going to miss of his if the timing's not right. I'm just teaching him how to shave, drive. 6 years is his graduation. That is the goal right now. Yeah. And Kelly. Um, she's my world. She has been for 10 years. Even if she may not realize it all the time, or if I don't tell her all the time, which I think I do, but I also used to not lose laundry, so who knows? Um, one of the things that I'm most sad that I may not get to see is I've never met somebody that wants to be a grandma as much as she does. And if you know me, I will adore the day I become a grandpa. Um, I'm not going to see Kelly do it, possibly. And that hurts. Feel bad. I will tell our future grandkids one thing. They're going to have a hell of a grandma. Our kids will probably hate her, but there won't be a soul on this planet that loves those kids more than her. Yeah. It's odd that, like I said at the beginning of this, it's just second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, song by song on the fucking radio on how I feel. And, yesterday was rough after infusion. I didn't say it because I knew this was coming. I was going to put it in this video. But like I said, my parents got to meet the doctor. It was hard to sit in there and have them hear him say, obviously there is no cure here. And I know they knew this, and I know they've heard that, but to be in the room with them when they hear that was different this time. I don't know why. And Kelly and I got home and talked some, and just things. The stuff that you need to talk about. I mean, we've been talking about it for 3 months, but it's different when you have a timetable, regardless of how long the timetable is. We'd talked about some of these things prior to this anyway, and we knew, but talking to them when you can more or less see an end date's a little different. Um, I know this has been a lot, and I know it's never fun to talk about stuff like this, but these are thoughts I've had since the beginning. And, I could have thrown these out day one, chose not to. Today felt right. So, I guess going forward, since my last iron was today, I'll probably just try to do an update every Wednesday on the non-infusion weeks, and then do probably Wednesday again on the infusion days. Just make it a Wednesday thing, since I won't be having the iron. And who knows, that could change tomorrow. Who knows? Well, hopefully, I kind of gave most of the people that would need a heads up before they watch this a heads up, because I know for a handful of people this one's going to suck, me included. So, not sure if I have anything else. I said this one wasn't really going to be an update, it was just going to be a dump. Emotional dump. Get it out. Yeah. So, that's it.